You have to go online for recording.
Okay.
मैडम इसका स्पीकर चल रहा है ऊपर पे चालू चालू कर दो देखते हैं उसको बुला लेते करेगा उसको सही नहीं लग रही है हाँ बुला ठीक है सर मैं उनको चालू कर दूंगा सर कुछ बोलो सर recording शुरू किया yes sir okay sir you can start now
Okay. No problem. We will start. We will start right away. So, if you recall, just a very quick one, we had spoken about that can all types of patents, can all types of inventions be patented? And in that, we had said that there are two types of filters that our inventions have to go through, and only if it goes through both the filters that you will get a patent. Clear? And we had said filter 1 comes under what are not patentable, what are not inventions within the meaning of the act, which means that the Patent Act does not recognize certain types of inventions as inventions. And if the Patent Act does not recognize certain types of inventions and inventions, then you can't get a patent, however good that patent, however good the invention may be. So whatever goes through that filter then goes to the filter number 2. And in filter number 2, we said that there are 3 parameters. One parameter is called novelty, second parameter is called inventive step, and third parameter is called capable of industrial application. And all the 3 parameters have to be satisfied if your invention has to get a patent. And then I'm doing a quick summary what we did last time. And then we went through, if you recall, we went through a list of items that the Patent Act in India does not recognize them as inventions within the meaning of the Act, even though in principle they may be inventions. The Patent Act law says, I don't recognize this as an invention. So you can't get a patent for those types of inventions. And we had a brief discussion on those types of inventions which cannot get patent in India. And we listed a few of those. And in that, if you recall, we did talk briefly about, that invention, the primary use or primary or intended use or commercial exploitation of it would be contrary to public order morality. We do example of that. We also looked at, that if you extract something from plants and if those are already there in the plant, then the mere discovery of a scientific or formulation of abstract theory or any living thing or non-living substance occurring in nature, you can't get a patent. And then we looked at a few of the others out there, and then I said we would very carefully look at plants and animals in whole or part thereof, other than microorganisms, but including seeds, varieties, and species, and essentially biological process for production or propagation. So in that case, we said if I isolate genes or if I isolate something from either any plant source or any human or any animal source, if I extract, simply if that is there already in nature, but if one does not know that that particular, didn't know the characterization and you did the characterization, you can't get a patent for it. You may go and publish, but you won't get a patent for it. So that was that part. Then you have to give me, did we discuss on essentially biological processes? Did we discuss this? Hello, did we discuss this? Somebody has to respond. I find this a completely dead audience. Did we discuss the issue of essentially biological processes? Nobody responds. Did we discuss this? Will somebody tell me yes or no? Are you hearing me?
Sir, we have discussed last class.
Then why don't you people respond and tell me? Why do I have to ask 20 times? If you have discussed, then you tell me we have discussed. Nobody responds. I mean, I can't take lectures this way. I can't be talking to a completely dead audience. If I'm asking a question, please respond. We discuss this. I mean, I find it completely odd talking to such an audience who does not respond at all. Either I don't know whether I'm talking to a dead wall. I mean, I find this completely unexciting to lecture to you people. I must tell you very frankly. I mean, if this is the way we are going to do it, I don't have to take lectures at all. I find it very disturbing. So question comes in that what is novelty as far as patent law is concerned? Novelty is that if I take my invention and if I take the essential features of my invention, and if all the essential features of my invention is found in one single public source or in one single public document, then if it is so, then my invention is not considered to be novel. And if it is not found in one single public source, then my invention is considered to be novel. For example, suppose I am doing a reaction of A plus B going to C in the presence of hydrochloric acid. And if there is no document in the world where A plus B has been reacted to give C in the presence of hydrochloric acid explicitly, I used sulfuric acid, then my reaction is novel because there is no one single document. But if I say it is done in the presence of acid, and then if somebody has used, hydrochloric acid and you use sulfuric acid, then your invention is not novel. So if that is so, then you will not get a patent, even though your usage of sulfuric acid is something new, unless you show that what you get in A plus B going to C, you get a higher yield or something like that. Unless you show that, so then it may not be just A plus B going to C, but A plus B going to C with higher yield. In which case, all the essential elements of an invention is not in the known literature. Then it will be novel. Otherwise, it will not be novel. That is one criteria. The other criteria is called non-obviousness or inventive step. Now, if somebody has done the reaction A plus B going to C in the presence of hydrochloric acid, and you did the reaction in the presence of sulfuric acid, right? Both are acids, both will adjust the pH. So then the question is, somebody may say, oh, if you have done it with A plus B, the previous is in an acid, yours is also in an acid, that also is an inorganic acid, this also is an inorganic acid. So if you're getting C and you say, no, but nobody has done it in sulfuric acid, therefore I'm novel, then the demand on you will be that maybe A plus B going to C, when it does that, it produces certain impurities. Whereas when you use sulfuric acid, those impurities are not formed. Then that means whatever is there in the literature does not teach you how to get the C without the impurities or less of the impurities and higher yield. In which case, your reaction or your invention is not obvious to another chemist without actually performing experiments. In which case, your invention will be considered to be, having an inventive step. So just being an invention does not mean it is an inventive step. So we'll have to see that the invention A has to be novel, B, it has to have an inventive step, C, that invention must be capable of industrial application. Means it must have some usefulness out there. Otherwise, if all the three criteria are not satisfied, then you do not get a patent. Any questions at this stage? Any questions at this stage? Any questions at this stage? Any questions at this stage?
I think no questions coming.
So there are no questions. But I mean, I must say that I'm very disturbed with this audience because I've never met another class which is so silent and non-reactive. Till today, in my whole 30 years of career of teaching, I've not met another class like this, which is so silent and non-reactive. And I don't find it very exciting to lecture to this audience. It's not at all exciting to lecture to this audience. Either you don't find this subject interesting, in which case we don't have lectures anymore. Then you're wasting your time and I'm wasting my time. I'm very blunt and frank. You don't waste your time and I don't waste my time. I mean, do we continue with the lecture or we stop it here?
Anything you want to ask?
I think I'm going to stop the lecture and let's not have this as a part of this course anymore. I'm going to be very strict about it and I'll write to the Vice Chancellor that this is not going to be a part of the course. Because I can't be wasting my time with such an audience.
Sir, please continue.
But why? Not here to continue on a dumb thing. So I'll stop the course here. You people take a decision whether you want these lectures or you don't want the lectures. I will stop this lecture today. And I don't think I'm continuing any more of these courses. I find this completely absurd.
So you encourage all the participants to keep on, asking questions. So it will be more interactive. That is what Professor.
If it is going to be silent like this, because
Yeah.
I'm not going to do the lectures anymore.
Actually,
Today is the last lecture.
his intention is to make it more interactive. So that way,
If you don't find it interesting, then why do the course at all? I've never met in 30 years another, completely silent audience. Only yesterday in Science Institute of Nuclear Physics, we had a session of 3 hours. Very interactive, everything. Just came back from Calcutta today morning and I'm doing this.
Okay, sir, continue.
No, let us stop it. Let people decide they want the course or don't want. I'm not going to waste my time. So I'm going to stop the course here. As far as I'm concerned, you people take a call whether you want the lectures or you don't want the lecture.
Tell something.
I'm going to stop it right away. So let me not continue.
Sir, please continue, sir.
So let us stop it today. So you people take a call and we will decide later on whether to have the course or not. You can carry on with the rest of the course. I'm not going to take any further lectures.
Sir, you please continue, sir. We will keep asking questions.
क्या हो गया? चला गया क्या?
Sir, leave the class.
So, let me tell everyone. So then for the day we'll stop it, and then I'll talk to these people. Then okay. Mm-hmm. Uh, mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. I will. Mm-hmm. 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 Many of these also, they watch in YouTube later on. That's also thing. But
138.
uh, mm, mhm. Uh-huh. Okay, I'll just talk to everybody and make them realize the importance of hearing. Mm, mm, mm. Uh, can you can you come back and tell these things to them maybe in few words? Then we'll. Okay. Uh, uh, okay, then I will talk to everybody here and tell them. Mm, yes. Okay. Yeah. Next we'll have on 1st of March for you. Huh? Okay. Okay. Mhm. Okay. Okay. Bye. So नाराज हो गए. Unmute.
Unmute करो.
Unmute करो.
Camera चालू.
चालू करो.
Unmute.
Hello everybody. So you are able to hear me now? Please.
Sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir, you are audible.
So our professor today was very upset. He's telling if people are not responding, then what's use of me, talking? He's a renowned person in intellectual property rights matters. So he says, I'm not getting proper response. I was talking to him from phone and trying to convince him to come back. But he's little disturbed today. He says, people are not interactive. They are not responding. So I don't feel like giving any further lecture. So I'll talk to him, and he will be, today was his lecture, and after that, he's going off. and again he will come back from 1st, 3rd, and 6th March. So I will request you when he is giving the lecture, be interactive. Sometimes whenever he is asking some question, you understand yes, no, something you should speak, because they are very experienced people. They have been giving lecture for more than 30 years, and maybe when they don't get a response, they don't feel good. For me, it is not a problem. I can, even if you don't respond, it's okay for me. But for them, maybe it's not that easy, because they are finding the time and putting a lot of effort and preparing all those nice PowerPoints. So they feel they should get something. So, okay. Then next Monday, we will have, maybe today we will not have any more. He says that, okay, you would talk to people and then get that response. So I hope that you will understand his feelings. He just want to, he's a very enthusiastic person. He wants to really talk to you, but he expects a proportionate response from you all. So whenever he's asking, a question, then you should, respond yes or no or something. No, like you remember, we studied in research methodology. When you give a talk for 45 or 60 minutes talk, it is the speaker is advised to take a break and ask the audience, do you understand what I told? You remember, when I talked about about literature, writing it off. When you do all your research, at the end, you can write a research report in terms of oral presentation, or you can do it for a journal paper, or you can do for your thesis. And it's very important that when you are giving a oral presentation, if it is, we had discussed about if it is 15 minutes, then you don't give much of introduction, and just go to your final result and discussion and future perspective. And when it comes to and also it's important for oral presentation is, if you are giving a talk of 45 to 1 hour, like the one we have arranged here, and your lecturer is supposed to take break and ask the audience questions, whether so far whatever he has told, whether you are able to follow it or not. So that is how the oral presentation are done. That's the one of the form of oral presentation, when it is 45 to 60 minutes, because that way you can interact, and also you will understand better, because when there is a break and the speaker is asking you, do you understand what I told, what it means, he's giving you enough time to think over it. And in the process, when there is some few questions coming here and there, in that way, things get more clarified. So I will request you all that whenever any lecture is going on, you keep on asking, make it interactive, because it's not required to cover a large number of things, but research is something where you cover limited thing but go in depth. That's what is the research is all about. So you must, when you are spending time, you must understand whatever lecture that is being delivered. So I think today he's very upset. He says, I'm not getting appropriate response. And they are very, renowned people. So I'm also sorry. If you want any of you ask any question, then let us have a discussion for today. You can take this as a something like tutorial class. So we can discuss. So far, whatever lecture has been gone, you if you want some suggestion or anything you require, any of you can speak that. Or you have we have unmuted all, so you can unmute yourself and make your opinion, your comments, your question. And in YouTube also you can write in the chat. Come on, guys. Anybody wants to speak anything? Any comments about all our classes so far? You want some change somewhere and where we can improve? Speak something. Let me see whether in YouTube we have some question. Sir, how can we communicate through YouTube? YouTube, when you are in YouTube, just you can write in the chat box your question. So I will be always there and I will read it out to the lecturer. Kind request to HMNI webinar team to convey the question or comment from YouTube. Yeah, we have been doing that. When we see a really a genuine question, of course, yes, no, I don't communicate. Otherwise, if I have a descriptive question, I read out to the lecturer. That we have been doing and we'll do it. No problem. Cannot write it. Okay, sure, we'll do that. The next question is whether webinar should communicate YouTube chat response to. Yeah, that we have been doing. We cannot unmute. You can text actually through YouTube. You just chat box. You text. We will read that question to. We have been doing. We will do. No problem. Any question from Codex? Can you please update all the classes presentation in website? Okay, what I am planning to do, I will provide lecture notes. Maybe I have to take all whatever I have written for my lecture at least. I have to take Xerox and made it available. I will do it. So any question you ask from WebEx, we have not hearing any question. Yes. YouTube. Any further question from YouTube? But testing will not satisfy. You need to convert. You see, you are in. Then you come in OBEX because you are in a platform. The best that can be done is you can text it. So then we cannot debate YouTube. I think is not good. That we can't help. But you are encouraged to connect through WebEx so that you can ask questions. Comment available to professor. Kindly make YouTube comments available to professor. Yeah, we are doing that. Today lecture be repeated. Sir, today lecture will be continued or conducted again anytime? Yeah, I think I have to convince him. I have to promise him that you guys are going to be interactive and you'll be asking question. When in between, whenever he asks any question, you give some response. So he will feel good. That will get him back. But I would also request you. I should be a little bit more interactive and never think this research methodology you are just doing because it's a requirement. And when we are sitting here, you spend your time in a more positive sense so that you learn something. I'm also attending this because I wanted to also learn all about that intellectual property right, how it is being done. So if I spend 1 hour, because I know that when you go back and without attending this live class, if you feel that I can do it through YouTube, it will not be that much exciting. Interactive is much better. Yeah, I have a question. WebEx is not accessible from BRC. Don't ask me. WebEx is not accessible from BRC. If you have to do this course, then you find out the way. You ask them in BRC that we are attending this course. So how we can access WebEx? So if you like this type of question, then nobody can answer. You ask this question to appropriate person because you have been assigned to undergo this course by your academic standing committee, and you ask them. You ask your head that I want to attend this, then you can come to HVNI and attend here. See, all are open. Don't write questions like this. The OBEX is not accessible from BRC. That is not our problem. The problem has been given you to that you have to attend this course. You have taken it on your own. Then you have to make sure how to attend it. OBEX you cannot access from BRC. Okay, don't write this type of questions. That I know, you know that we cannot access, but then you have to come out of BRC. Whenever there is a lecture, you come out and attend outside. In HVNA, you can come and attend. That is no problem. You put some effort to, today lecture will be, okay. From WebEx, why not somebody comment something? I find there are still 21 participants, but nobody is asking question. What are the basic point one should keep in mind while writing a research paper? If you remember, I gave a structure of a research paper. It starts with a title. Title, you have to, your title is very important in the sense when through your title, people are going to search your work. That means your title should contain a keyword of your research. And your title should not be more than 10 to 15 words. And it must contain some of the keywords so that anybody else, when they are looking work done in this particular field, they will search by keywords. Okay, like that. Similarly, when you write abstract, you have to write what is new you have done in your research. That you give it of everything, whatever you have done, you write that. And abstract also writing important in the sense, most of the people, they will not read the whole paper unless otherwise somebody is particularly interested. But many people who like to read your abstract, and they will get an idea of what you have done in your research paper from the abstract. So you should write your abstract in the sense that one should able to understand about the whole work. Similarly, introduction, when it comes, introduction, you first initially give the importance of your work and similar work done in the literature, and what are the various methods and like model theory that have been applied in the past to understand this particular phenomenon. And then you see, then you have to say what you are planning to do. Okay, that comes your introduction. Then you have to give the experimental detail. In experimental detail, you give all the information such that if somebody wants to, replicate your work, he will able to do. That comes the experiment. It should be such a way that somebody wants to reproduce your work, he should able to do. So you have to give detail of your experiment in such a way. Then you give your all this data analysis result. What are the correlation you are getting? Suppose you are studying XY correlation, then all those plots you give. Then also you discuss. Discussion means you have to interpret your result. Suppose you are getting certain correlation between A and B, what it means. So those interpretation you have to give in the discussion part. Then comes the conclusion. Conclusion is more or less similar like abstract, but there you can, it is slightly more than abstract in the sense you write your future applications of your work, and all those things you can extra are there. Then acknowledgement. Those people, those who have helped you, you write, thank them on your acknowledgement. So I think I hope you got this proper keywords. So it is necessary. Yeah, it's very important to identify proper keyword, and there must be n number of keywords. So it is necessary to you have to smartly identify the one which is more important, so that that will be it's better to keep your keyword little more general, so that if you so that your when it is searched, your work will come in many searches. So that you will be, your keyword should be a little if you have many keywords, then you should pick up the one which is more general, which will be covering a wider that much I can tell. So और कुछ बोलिए इसमें. So I'm still उसमें जाइए वेबएक्स में. Sir, what is the difference between abstract and conclusion? Yeah, as I told you, abstract and conclusion is very much similar. Other than that, you can add, you have a little freedom in case of your conclusion to give your opinion. Like you can say that this study can be has application in these things. It can be used here. So that type of thing. Your thought about your work, your your understanding, and what you believe that I can this work can be useful on this. So that extra thing you can give. Other than that, it is very close to after. So then I'm still waiting to hear somebody from the WebEx. From WebEx, why don't you ask some question? You see, because you guys didn't ask question today, lecturer went off. So now also I'm asking, you are not responding. Answer something, ask some question. So can I call name like DP Datta? I will ask you to put your video on and unmute yourself and give your comments. DP Datta. Yeah. You ask, give your comments.
I'm trying to turn my video on.
It's not coming.
Okay.
Yeah, you are seeing.
Yeah.
Nice. Very nice. So what do you say about the
Sir,
lecture?
then I would like to ask something about. In one lecture, you taught us about research philosophy.
Right.
So, so if there is any research which is more of a developmental work, then what philosophy can we have for that? Because it is not that we are asking some fundamental question here, but it is more of developing a technology. So what
Yeah.
can
So
we?
what I can what we learned in case of research philosophy, there is two extreme belief on ontology. That is truth is one, or
Okay.
there are others thought that there are many truth. Similarly, when you are, suppose you are doing a application oriented work,
Okay.
it will be what I can same principle if you apply, you can see whether particular applied work you can do only one way, or many ways can also lead you to the same result.
Okay.
Is something like that.
Okay.
So I, so that on that class we studied ontology and epistemology,
Yes.
how you acquire knowledge. Yeah. You can also see a little more because these are philosophy things are not very easy to realize. So
Yes.
only I can tell you from my thought that it is something like that. There are many ways it can be done. So, it's maybe one of the best way uh, that you can think of to do application oriented work.
Okay, sir.
So otherwise, any comment uh, about the
Uh,
class?
Not much really.
Okay, good.
I was following the classes.
Uh,
Yeah.
so, but today, Professor Prabuddha Ganguly, he was upset because nobody was responding. So please do respond. Something, yes, no, something you keep on telling. Because they are very senior people. Huh? And, they get very fast, they get upset. For me, it is not a problem. I will not get upset with you. But, some, घर में जो होते हैं ना, suppose दादाजी, you will get upset very fast because they have seen, so much in the world. So anything goes wrong, they find it is, odd. Okay. So keep in mind. Okay. Thank you so much for
Yes.
talking. So I will go
Thank you.
next.
Thank you.
A. Anil Kumar. I request you to unmute and talk to us. Mr. Sri A. Anil Kumar. I got, hold on. Bank ruled. Mr. Anil Kumar. Akhil Kumar. Akhil Kumar. Are you able to hear us? Mr. A. Akhil Kumar. नहीं है ठीक है कैसे Mr. Adil, are you able to hear me? Andrila Kabiraj. Andrila Kabiraj. Just unmute and let us talk. Shevani Bishnoi. Any of you? Please, come on in the screen.
Sir, I'm trying to open my camera.
Uh-huh.
Uh, wait.
Just come. It will be nice to interact. What is that?
Allow. It says allow. I don't know why it's not. It's saying allow. I'm sorry. I'm technically not too
Okay.
sound.
Uh-huh.
Uh,
Okay, okay, you can talk something, give your comments, and today, our professor was disappointed.
Yes, sir, sir, do convey our apologies. It was quite, I'm sure, unintended because generally we do keep the cameras off and all. I don't know. We are really sorry. Like you said, sometimes the older people they get little, I don't know, emotional or they have their mood swings. It is
Yeah, yeah,
quite understandable. It's
yeah.
human, and we respect. I think, and
Maybe
especially, sir.
we have to always respect older people, and we have to
Yes,
improve.
yes,
They always speak the right thing, but we
yes.
sometimes don't take that.
It's just that they get emotional at times. So we are
Yeah.
sorry if he's hurt. It won't be repeated again.
Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you. Akhil Kumar, you are coming up. Akhil Kumar. Akhil Kumar, you are coming again. Unmute. Huh?
Unmute करने के लिए इसको
हाँ, okay. और तो ये Among Manishankar, Among Manishankar, Among, Among Manishankar. Can you come up? Dibyendu Maji. Oh, madam, you have come finally. Okay. Dibyendu Maji, Dip Mana, Jayashish Das. Any of you, please come up. Come up in the screen.
Hello, sir.
Who is speaking? Okay. Yeah.
Malathi.
Uh-huh. So you make your comments. Today our professor
Am
was
I audible,
upset.
sir?
Yeah, you are audible. Today our professor was upset that
Yes,
you know.
I was trying to talk, but I don't know why he was not able to listen.
Okay.
Then I uninstalled the
Maybe
app and I installed it.
maybe this exercise today also will make us aware how to put this on and also talk. Yeah.
Oh,
So any comment you want to make? So we will request him to come back again. But next week we will have a different professor. He will be speaking on ethics in research and publications. They are very important, ethics part. So and today's professor will come back on 1st, 3rd and 6th of March. So you people should be very alert, be interactive. And do you have any comment for today?
also, only apologies to the professor that was here today.
Yeah, I will just convey that. And any suggestion about the course so far? So if you want some change and something.
No, sir, not much.
Okay, thank you. And okay, keep on attending this class. This is important. And just spend 1 hour, you will learn a lot. Because otherwise, to again go to YouTube and then look into it, it's a tough job. Okay, thank you, all the best. So let me ask somebody. दीपक आर्या, दीपक साहब आप हैं तो आप आइए, सामने आइए.
Yes, sir.
हाँ.
बोलिए सर.
अच्छा, आप आज क्वेश्चन वगैरह पूछे नहीं, हमारा प्रोफेसर नाराज हो गया उस दिन. तो लास्ट टाइम यू आर आस्किंग सो मेनी क्वेश्चंस.
मैं YouTube से ज्वाइन कर रखा था सर, तो उधर अब तक क्वेश्चन पूछ नहीं पाया, वैसे नाराज हो गए.
हाँ, आप लोग नहीं तो ओबेक्स में ज्वाइन करो, आप पूछते रहिए क्वेश्चन. अदरवाइज
ठीक है सर.
because you have to be responsive to him. Okay, thank you. Then Dibyendu Maji. Dibyendu. दिव्येंदु कहाँ गए भाई? दीप मन्ना, दीप मन्ना. सामने आइए भाई. जयशीष दास, Mohesh M, Pavitra Tripathi. Okay, come on. Jayashish Das, put on your video.
My net is not stable. I cannot put on the video.
Okay, no problem. So, our professor got upset today. He told that we are not responding his questions. So, what is your opinion? Jayashish Das?
Yes, sir. My connection is not stable. I have to leave the class many times and join after that.
You joined late. Sure. Any comment about the course so far?
Yeah, it is going good. And I'm learning.
हाँ. अच्छा, दीप जयेश दास हो गया, और दिव्येंदु माझी आए नहीं सामने. सचिन माझी, सचिन माझी आइए सामने. नहीं आना चाहते हैं. आइए भाई, लेट अस टॉक. इज ऑलवेज गुड टू टॉक, नो. सुनील धीमन. सहिल सहिल धीमन. सहिल धीमन. क्या भाई धीमन साहब? सुभाश्री परुआ. शुभश्री परुआ. शुभश्री. तपन पटेल. इसके लगता है आप लोग का अटेंडेंस नहीं
Yes,
है.
sir.
आप तपन पटेल बोल रहे हैं? हाँ, आइए सामने.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Tapan.
हाउ आर यू टुडे?
I'm fine, sir. Can you see me?
अच्छा, यू आर फ्रॉम.
HPNI, sir. Yeah, but I joined the course today, sir. Yeah,
हाँ, ओके.
I'm in IPR, sir. Yeah, currently
हाँ, ओके,
Gandhinagar.
ओके.
Yeah.
हाँ, ओके. So, okay. So you have just joined. So, yeah.
Yes, sir.
So
First
keep
of
on
it.
joining from Monday. We have lecture on research and publication ethics.
Okay, sir. Right.
Again, we will come back for this IPR lectures on 1st, 3rd, and 6th.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Okay. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Suswapna Mukherjee.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Come on the screen.
Yes, sir. Sir, can you see me?
No, we're not able to see what we are able to hear you. So this way we are seeing that whether we are able to communicate with each other or not.
Okay, sir.
So
Sir, can you see me?
yeah, you are there. You are there. Nice to see you. So today our professor became upset because he was not getting any response from you people. You were there when the lecture started?
Yes, sir. But the meantime, one of our important meeting was going on. That's why I missed some of the part.
Okay. So yeah.
Yesterday, in the previous class, I responded.
Very good. So do attend from
Sorry.
Monday. We
Okay.
have classes
Sorry,
on.
sir. Sorry, sir, for this
Okay, I will
inconvenience.
communicate your feelings.
Okay.
And from Monday we have lecture series on research and publication ethics. So
Okay.
it's a very important part of research methodology, and you must attend. So regularly attend.
Definitely. Definitely. Sir.
And
Thank you.
again, we will come back to this intellectual property rights lectures. Those lectures will be on 1st, 3rd, and 6th. And in those 3 days, do attend and be interactive.
Okay, sir.
You stop the lecturer as many times as you want.
Okay, sir.
Okay?
Okay, sir. Thank you. Sir.
Okay. All the best.
Thank you.
Next, can I talk to Tarit Sarkar? तरीत भाई आ जाइए सामने. नहीं आ रहे. कपिल पटेल आए थे. सुमन दास आप आ सकते हैं सामने. सुमन दास, कैन यू कम? शुभ ज्योति पाल. शुभज्योति पाल, आप आ सकते हैं?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Hello.
Ah,
Am I visible?
yes. Nice to
Okay.
see you.
Good evening, sir. So I really, I mean, from my heart, I'm apologize for that. Although I joined later, I mean, a bit later after everything happened. So, but structurally the course is well, so wonderful. But I mean, what was not discussed, what will be the evaluation process, that was not discussed with us. And one more thing is that I just asked about the slides, because we need all the slide, because we may skip some, I mean,
Yeah.
the
We will provide.
yeah, just last week I went for a conference, so I could not attend. So it will be very good for me if I get those classes.
I think all these lectures.
I mean, I know it is available in the YouTube, but I mean, sometimes it's
Yeah.
better to have hand-on copies.
And transcript you want, no? The transcript
Yes.
is good. Okay. And we'll try to do at least no, whatever lecture I have given, I will give you transcript, but only I have to xerox them and send you soft copy. So it will take some time. Maybe next week I will do that. I will xerox each class and provide. I have to ask to somebody to xerox it. So from Monday we have classes on ethics in research and publications. That will be by Professor Siliguri. And again, we'll come back for this intellectual property rights lectures on 1st, 3rd, and 6th of March. 3 days.
Okay.
So I will request you people to be very interactive and ask question whenever you feel like. You can stop the lecturer and ask question. That's what he want. So I hope that you will do that. Okay,
Thanks.
thank you. और कौन है? Can we talk to Vidya Mol CK?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Good evening.
Good evening. You can put your camera on.
I'm trying, sir. Am I visible?
Hi. So you are attending since the beginning today?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I tried to connect to the audio, but it was not connected.
Our professor was very upset today. He told that
Sorry, sir.
he's not getting a response from students. So next week we will have classes on ethics in publication and research. That will by Professor Siliguri, another professor. And again, we will come back to this intellectual property rights. Intellectual property rights, they're very good, no? Last two lecture you were there, have attended? Last two lecture were very.
I didn't attend.
They were very good because he's a very renowned person. When he's not getting a response, so he's getting upset. So you have to convince him. So do attend class regularly. So it's important.
Yes,
Okay, thank you.
Last class I couldn't attend because I had some health issues.
Okay. Be interactive, whenever you are attending this, be interactive, ask questions. You can stop something. If you have not understood something, then ask that can you clarify this point again? That much will be enough, so that it will make the whole thing interactive. Okay, thank you. Nice talking to you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, Susapna Mukherjee. I name? Susapna Mukherjee. आप आ सकते हैं?
Yes, sir. I have.
अच्छा आपसे बातचीत हो गया?
हाँ.
अच्छा sorry to disturb you again.
No, sir.
Then हम इनसे हो गया?
Thank you.
तरीत सरकार से हो? तरीत सरकार? सौरभ खतुआ. सौरभ खतुआ? आप तो आ जाइए कम से कम. Then, okay. So, we have tried to talk to you. Most of you people, I wanted to just talk, and whoever came forward, we talked to them. And we have any question in YouTube? Sir, please tell about evaluation process and examination part. Now, let the lectures get over, then we'll talk about that. Then, नहीं है ना? So then we will stop it here today. From Monday, I will request all of you to be attentive and come online in time, so that we can start our lectures in time. Okay. Thank you all. Okay. Bye. Thank you.